Hi, I'm Mark Caesar with Sgt Sam Cox and Ed Clements. Welcome again to the vodcast.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick and tired of you pushing all of your stuff on me.
What?
And my rights.
Leave
Yeah.
us alone. Leave the people of
Exactly.
Texas alone.
Exactly. Leave the non-smokers alone.
Okay, no more stinking bills.
Keep your stinking cigars and cigarettes somewhere
Oh
else.
boy,
Yeah.
this used to be a hell of a good country.
Public venues that I would like to go into and not have to smell you.
I don't.
That's the line that Lance Armstrong used in his news conference at the Capitol. He said, I don't care if you smoke,
I don't care.
but don't blow your smoke on me and my children. Does that carry any weight
No,
with you?
it doesn't. I'm sure Lance Armstrong's going to go to a machine shop in Hereford next week.
You know,
This talks
you know
every
how
business
minuscule-
in the state of Texas.
You know how
this is
minuscule
not just
that is?
Austin. This is every city and town and county in Texas.
Every restaurant, every bar, every venue that I like to go to.
Every lawyer's office, every dentist's office, every insurance company, every machine shop. This is an overbearing state government, and I don't like it.
Lawyers don't have to worry about smoke. There's plenty of smoke coming out of your wallet when you go in their office. You know, I'm serious. I'm so sick and tired of everybody being afraid that they're going to offend a handful of people that are rude.
Are you talking about people who want to take away our rights?
I'm talking about people that want to smoke, and their smoke, it gets in my lungs. Yeah.
One
All
of
right.
these days, they're going to come to your house and take away all your guns.
Yeah, they'll have a fight on it.
Okay.
That's a whole different premise.
The economic stimulus bill is another huge story this week. It passed in the House without a single Republican voting for it. Now it goes on to the Senate. President Obama and the Democrats are now trying to win over some Republicans in the Senate to support this bill. Why are they working so hard to get Republican support?
Because of everything that I have read from this, it's not a stimulus package. It is a spending bill.
Giveaway.
It's a giveaway bill. It's just chock full of pork. I mean, you could make sausage out of this bill. It is so full of pork. And the thing is, they won't cover. They want the Republicans voting with them, so when this thing goes down the old pooper tube, they will not have to take the total blame.
I think this whole bill, it's just a colossal scam on the American people. No
Yeah.
committee hearings, one day of limited debate on
Yep.
Capitol Hill before the House voted on it. We had John Carter on this week. He didn't know some of the stuff that was in this bill.
Hey, there's a lot of people, even Democrats, didn't know what was in the bill because it got slipped in here, slipped in there. This thing's about 3 phone books thick, 600 and some odd pages.
Nancy Pelosi yesterday said she is now being besieged by her House Democrats. They're saying, forget the Republicans.
Yeah, good,
We're not
do that.
going to work with them anymore.
Good.
They're ungrateful. We gave them business tax cuts for small business that we didn't want. We gave that to them and they still didn't vote for it. We took out the $200 million for rubbers and they still didn't vote for it. We took out the $50 million for new sod on the National Mall. They still didn't vote for it. Forget them.
Well, you know, the little bitty stuff for business, that was so small compared to doubling the size for educational spending. Throwing money at an educational problem, people should know and understand it doesn't work. That's the Democratic way. Keep doing the same thing, expecting different results.
You know, I'm for the president to succeed. I want him to get us out of this malaise we're in with the economy, but this first step with this spending bill is just, it's not a stimulus bill. It's just a flat-out
It's
pork
always
bill
an
to me.
emergency. Didn't you notice the first spending bill in TARP was going to get us out of this mess? Now the second bill is going to get us out of this mess. They don't even know where the first bill was spent.
We've also spent a lot of time talking about this woman in California who had 8 babies on Monday, C-section, fertility treatment, and now we learned today from the LA Times that she already had 6 kids before she had 8 more. She lives with her parents. She's a single mom. She's 33 years old. This is a disgrace.
This woman's got a screw loose. She absolutely, something is not right up here. If you've already got 6, the bottom 2 at 2 years old are twins out of the 6.
Yes.
Then you've got 8 more, a total of 14. Now they're saying that her father, these kids' grandfather, is going to go back to Iraq as a contractor so he can help support these kids. So we haven't heard a thing about where the father is or if she even has a husband.
Well,
There is no husband.
Sam,
And she's a single mom who implanted these things.
shame on the doctor who
Oh.
did that, because that's abhorrent. A woman has 6 kids. She's that young, and now 8 more kids. that doctor should lose
And
his
out of the
license for that.
Out of the 8, you can better bet there are going to be some with some issues.
Right, developmental disabilities probably.
Yeah, the last.
Should the
family-
state just take custody of all 14 of the kids away from her?
Well, then she could just go out and have some more. I think there's a lot of things ought to happen. I think she's mentally unstable to want that many kids.
Yeah,
And
something's going on with her.
You know, they're already talking about she'll get over $2,600 a month just in welfare.
I smell a reality show out in L.A. That's what I smell.
Boy, I tell you what,
Hollywood producers right there,
that would be sick. And I promise you, I'll boycott that one.
and boycott it too.
Boycott it
By
too.
God, I'll do that too.
Well, please don't boycott our radio show. We're on every morning, 5:30 to 10.
Yep.
Mark, Sgt Sam, and Ed on KLBJ.